Set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons.
Sterling Hawkwrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. He's 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Bryant will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Gain of 5 brings
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Here's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. It's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Falcons.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And a Falcon first down.
First down, Ryan. And he completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Russell Gage with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Saints nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints nothing.
Second and 11 now. Now they'll throw with Breeze. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And this is caught with the ground. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. 12 yards there and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
Good solid gain on first down. About what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Breeze. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Kamara off the draw. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Lutz's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up
throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Falcons.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Gurley. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. They'll roll him out right. He gets it to Gurley, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
First down, it's Gurley. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the right hash, this from 48. His kick is absolutely perfect. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong,
you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded at about the 28. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Gurley again here on first down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Calvin Ridley.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Gurley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They try right side here, Gurley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play action, Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And the Falcon.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
Now Ryan on first down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
A 7-yard.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Again they run with Gurley. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
He was brought down by
a 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Atlanta.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They go play action with Ryan. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And this one is right through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. First carry for the 2nd-year running back. It's Devin Singletary. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Breeze to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Breeze going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Deontay Harris, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. To throw is Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at about the 14. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Early with a carry on first down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. He's brought down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Now Ryan. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Breeze now on 1st down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
At the 46.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And 9 at the 47-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Breeze now to throw. Incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Able to find Harris, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett.
Back at the 26-yard line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And now off to the races down the right side.
Here we go.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes it hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. This is Kamara. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Breeze now. It's brought in by Harris. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
field. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. And he powers his way up past the 30. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Gain on the play. And it's third down.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta.